Florida has a interesting quarterback controversy going on right now. So in their blowout loss, Graham Mertz ended up having to leave the game due to a concussion. And DJ Lagway, who was the #1 rated quarterback out of last year's recruiting cycle, came in and he had a pretty nice drive where he led Florida on the touchdown drive. But when it comes to the big question, who should Florida start next week or this coming week against Samford? Should they keep rolling with Graham Mertz if he's able to play in that game? Or should they go ahead and make a change to DJ Lagway? I think that the answer is pretty obvious that you stick with Graham Mertz. Graham Mertz isn't a bad quarterback. This dude is pretty solid. He didn't look all that great against Miami, but it's not like the dude was terrible. It's just that he wasn't as good as what Cam Ward is. But most of us who were non-Florida fans knew that Cam Ward was the more superior, more talented quarterback than what Graham Mertz was. But what hurt Graham Mertz was the conservative and vanilla play calling that we saw out of Billy Napier. And DJ Lagway, and the amount of action that he got in that game, this dude looked super raw. Okay, he was like uncooked meat out there. He didn't really have any pocket awareness. The dude was just back there just running around playing quarterback. That's what it was. He needs a little bit more time to sit. He needs to get a little bit more comfortable before he's ready to take over as the QB1 for this program. And if anything, I wouldn't want to see DJ Lagway get ruined by the terrible play calling of Billy Napier. This is the same head coach who had the 3rd overall pick a few years ago in Anthony Richardson and couldn't get the most out of him. Most people thought when Anthony Richardson was going into the NFL, he wasn't going to be day one material in terms of him being a starter. He was going to have to be a guy that sits. But why is it that Anthony Richardson looked better in the NFL than what he ever did at Florida under Billy Napier's tutelage? You know, that's kind of backwards. You would think somebody that struggles in college would struggle in the NFL, not struggle in college and then look better at the next level due to the difficulty increase of competition in the NFL compared to playing college ball. But if Billy Napier couldn't get the most out of Anthony Richardson, what makes you think he's going to be able to properly develop DJ Lagway? He's in his 3rd season at Florida now, and he's yet to develop a 1st-round pick that he's recruited. The only 1st-round pick Billy Napier has had was Ricky Pearsall, and he doesn't really count because he was a dude who you got out of the transfer portal. So DJ Lagway, you're better off just not playing him this season instead of ruining his true freshman campaign, the bad coaching. Like if Dan Mullen was the head coach, I'll say, yeah, roll the dice on DJ Lagway because Dan Mullen has a high football IQ. He has a great understanding of how to properly utilize his personnel. You can't say the same thing for Billy Napier. DJ Lagway, the dude has no patience in the pocket. It's like as soon as he drops back, he's looking to run. He's not going through his reads or progressions. He would be good against Samford, but when you're going up against Texas A&M and UCF, I mean, things could look really ugly with him in that quarterback. He has all the potential in the world to be a phenomenal college football quarterback. But right now, he is not ready to be a starter yet. Graham Mertz is not terrible. All right. The game plan that Florida had offensively against Miami was not working, and I don't think it had too much to do with Graham Mertz being limited. We know what Graham Mertz's skill set is. Nobody should have been shocked with how Graham Mertz played against Miami because that's kind of the same way that he played last year. He's not somebody that's going to take a lot of shots downfield. He's not going to make a lot of wild throws. He doesn't have a lot of athleticism. He's a good enough quarterback where he can execute the offense. You know, he isn't going to turn the football over that much. And he's a solid quarterback. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's a top 6 quarterback in the SEC right now. It's just that he's kind of being handicapped with the lackluster play calling that we see from Sunbelt Billy, which is another reason why Florida needs to go ahead and kick him to the curb. But as far as Florida's quarterback controversy, You should just keep rolling with DJ Lagway. Well, not DJ Lagway, but you should keep rolling with Graham Mertz. Allow DJ Lagway to continue to sit a little bit, develop him in practice and behind the scenes, and maybe late in the season when you got nothing else to play for, you got an interim head coach in there, you can go ahead, throw out DJ Lagway just so he can get his feet wet and he can get some experience, because at that point your season's already over. But with it being so early right now, I feel like you benching Graham Mertz is pretty much you giving up on this year, because with his experience, he gives Florida the best chance to win, especially with how difficult their schedule is. You really want to see a true freshman having to play on the road against Texas, having to get thrown to the dogs against Georgia? I mean, come on, man. I don't want that for DJ Lagway. We saw how ugly things were for Graham Mertz when they got beat the hell up by Miami. I mean, the dude damn near got snapped in half. You really want to see DJ Lagway behind this atrocity of an offensive line with Billy Napier's atrocious play calling? Yeah, keep Graham Mertz at QB1 at least for the next couple of weeks, man. We need to hold up on DJ Lagway.